Fiery Love. Written and narrated by Andrika Augustus Ruiz. Under a rising desert moon, a ravenous, persistent wolf pack closed in on a young woman. Fear gripped and clawed at her as she sprinted through the valley, her breath visible in the cold night air. The distant wolf yelps pierced the silence, creating a haunting soundtrack to her desperate escape. As she ran, memories flooded her mind. She had once abandoned her true love, thinking there was something better beyond their connection. Now, in her darkest hour, she longed for him, regretting her past choices. She was ignorant that her love still cared deeply for her, for he was always aware of her whereabouts. He was not far away, calling out to her. Yet amidst the tumult of her pounding heart, his voice was silenced and swallowed whole by the relentless grip of her fear. Though she was close, he refrained from forcing her to love him. Instead, she would need to approach him willingly, making her own choice this time. Shrouded within the cloak of darkness, he concealed his presence, tortured as he watched her succumb to the perilous embrace of her surroundings, besieged by the merciless chill of the night. His desire for her intensified, igniting an inner fire. He yearned for her affection as he contemplated the details of her being, from the number of hairs on her head to her name endearingly tattooed on his palm. The fierceness of his emotions grew until he inadvertently singed a nearby mesquite bush. The escalating heat turned the earth around him into a roaring inferno, unifying him with the flames. In the open expanse, the sun set, casting the landscape into a gross darkness. Alone and exhausted, she stumbled, her body stiff from the bitter cold. With tears streaming down her face, she cried out for help, her voice lost in the vastness of the desert. The distant glow of a fire caught her eye, a beacon of hope in the enveloping darkness. Determination replaced despair as she navigated the challenging terrain, tripping over rocks, colliding with cacti, driven by an inner fire fueled by the promise of warmth. The glow transformed into a radiant light, guiding her through the darkness. Bloodied and bruised, she pressed forward, each step a testament to her resilience. As she approached the source of light, she saw her love, not beside the fire, but within it. He burned, yet remained untouched by the flames. Astonishment and awe gripped her as she hesitated, wondering how this could be. "Come to me, my love." His voice resonated from the midst of the fire. Overwhelmed by a sense of unworthiness, she hesitated again. Yet his words reassured her. "You are mine. I love you with an everlasting love." Falling to the ground in tears of humility, she started to crawl towards him, sobbing repentant pleas. The flames, intense and all-consuming, did not harm her. As she reached him, he bent down and kissed her deeply. She felt herself enveloped by his consuming flame. But amidst their embrace, the wolves approached, relentless in their pursuit. Undeterred, her lover flared up against them, incinerating her enemy. The remaining wolves, thwarted by the intensity of the fire, retreated into the shadows. As she leaned into his consuming flames, she basked in the security of his love. There she found peace, healing, and renewal. And thus their fiery love, renewed with resolve, burned away the memory of the past and permanently fused them together forever.
What do you think of this fiery love story? Join me next time and we'll discuss it.